Hello all my Nancy Drew fans, welcome back to my channel. This is the Nancy Drew Book Lovers, and on this channel I do Nancy Drew hauls, reviews of Nancy Drew books, Nancy Drew video games, and all that type of stuff. So I finished The Clue in the Diary by Keene. This is book number 7. Now, for me, I read, so even though I have this as a physical edition, and I have actually read from it, I do like to read it on my Kindle because it's much more convenient, and I love it, and it allows me to jump immediately to the next book. So, I had originally said that I was going to read one Nancy Drew book a week, and do a video and do the review and all that type of stuff. And then I discovered that as soon as I finish one, I immediately jump to the other. So I'm like, yeah, and I have horrible hat hair and everything. Anyways, The Clue in the Diary. So I actually read the original The Clue in the Diary. Absolutely loved it. I actually read all the way up to the password of something. I can't remember the title of it, but it had password on it. Anyways, so yeah. So I finished this book, yesterday, and I'm like, wonderful. I could not put this book down. So what is this book about? Well, this book is basically about this guy called Rayback, and he had this house, and it blew up. It caught on fire, blew up, and all that type of stuff. And Nancy is the one. Hold on a second. Nancy is the one who sees the house go up, and is basically chasing this guy. And she discovers a little diary that is written in a different language. I forgot what language it was because it's currently 5:02 in the morning right now. So I don't remember much. But so this spurs her into trying to find out not just more about the people that used to live in the house, but about who is this guy and how they all connected and all that type of stuff. And it amazes me about how far people will go to get money. Just how far they will go. And the guy that basically was running away was this inventor. He has a wife and he's got a daughter named Honey. And they live in poverty, basically. And he tells Nancy later on in the book that he's been sending money to his wife, and his wife has not gotten the money, which means not only is somebody stealing money, but they're stealing it from other people as well. So like other people are sending money, but they're not getting the money. And so Nancy, Bess, and George, they end up in all these different kinds of weird places. We also are introduced to Ned Nickerson, which is amazing. And I'm going to tell you guys, I am determined to read every single one of the 165 Nancy Drew books. So please be made well aware of. There will be a lot of Nancy Drew books that I happen to buy because I just love this series. I really love this series. Anyways, so basically Nancy has to figure out what is going on, and we find out that Raybarn, it's too early in the morning, he's been swindling people out of their money. He's been swindling people, like he's been basically defrauding people, and at the end of it he decides to basically hand over his entire fortune to all these people that he duped. And of course his wife is not happy about it because it means she's going to be in poverty. She does not know how to act without a chauffeur, but they all came together to try to defraud people and also to try to get insurance money from a dead man who's still very much alive. Anyways, I absolutely just loved this book. And unfortunately for me, I am rereading Nancy's Mysterious Letter. I'm on chapter 7 of that book. I read it on my Kobo like last week, and what ended up happening was, just like on my Kindle, I got done with the book pretty quickly, and literally I just did a review of it, and it's going to be available for you guys to get on Sunday. However, I'm going to have to move it up to this coming Sunday, because in the video it says happy Sunday, everybody. But yeah, so this is book number 7. I just have, right as I'm doing this video, I only have 8 physical, like, yellow spine Nancy Drew books. So this week coming up, probably tomorrow, knowing how my job is working, so alright, so I am alright, so alright, so I'm gonna save these 2 for later. Okay. Alright, because I really don't want to spend a bunch of money. So I'm getting a total of 6 new Nancy Drew books. And then next week I'm going to get like 5 more. So I'm basically, every time I get paid, I'm going to get like 5 Nancy Drew books, because I want to really start like really reading them. And also I'm checking a lot of them out from the library. The Sign of the Twisted Candles was one that I have a 2-week wait on, though knowing how quickly it takes people to actually read one of these books, I should not be waiting that long for it. But it's, I know people say these books are for like, I think like 9 to 12-year-old children. However, we as adult fans of Nancy Drew, we don't care about that age bracket that they're for. Nancy Drew is perfect for adults to read, and we as adult fans of the teen detective, we will continue to read these books, even if we're not the age demographic for them. Anyways, so I gave it 5 stars. Absolutely loved this book. I love how determined Nancy is. I love how she cares about people, how she really is sympathetic towards the fact is that Honey is this little girl that is severely, well, not severely, but she's like malnourished, and just how evil people can actually be to steal not just money from this one guy that Nancy's looking for, but all these other people, and how there was no empathy. There was no oh, I feel so bad that I stole this from people. No, I mean, he liked the fact is that he stole this money from people that thought that, oh yeah, I'm going to send money home to my family and all that. But yeah, so absolutely loved it, and I'm looking forward to getting book number 9 and 10, which number 9 is the one that I have to wait 2 weeks on. Number 10 is one I don't have to. But yeah, so I don't even know how long it's going to take me to read these books, all 100 and think 163, 165 of them. But knowing the fact is that they're only 20 chapters, it's not going to take me that long to get through them. I mean, generally, this takes me about 2 days to read, and then immediately I just jump on to the next one, because I'm just determined to read every single one of her books that was brought out. I will say, though, I think I know what the next series is after this one, and I think I have maybe like 3 of them. But once I see what the next one is, I'm going to, like, once I get the 163 or 165 Nancy Drew books, I'm going to start collecting and reading those, because those books I have not read. The first 3 I have read. The other ones after I've not read. So I don't know anything about the plot or anything of that type of nature. So, yeah, the only book that I'm really dreading in the original Nancy Drew series is the final one, which somebody did a review of it, and I'm like, no wonder the series ended like it did. But as far as the Nancy Drew with Dragons, I'm on chapter 5 of that book, and that's turning out to be a really fun read. Okay, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys, well, Sunday. I'll see you around. Bye.